Boom, you already know. Chris Trips here back with another video. First off, I want to shout out I'm almost at 100 subscribers. This channel is slowly building and making things happen slowly but surely. I want to appreciate all the new subscribers, and I will continue to try to, you know, gather more information, talk about, things when it pertains to travel and so forth, and I want to, help this channel grow. So with that being said, if you ever run across any topics or anything, drop a comment below, or I'll shoot the email, and maybe, I'm saying, I can do some research. Well, not maybe, I will do the research, and then we can talk about those things in a future video. First off, too, I got to shout out my boy Black 585 for giving me this topic. Definitely, we talked about this, and I looked it up, and I got some information, and I want to talk about this event that occurred in Tulum, Mexico. We had three men from Belize that was killed in Tulum, and it appears to be maybe a drug deal that might have went wrong. They were executed on the beach on a beachfront in Tulum. Now, um, this is crazy because if you think about it, 2 weeks ago on the beach in Cancun, it was another shootout, and but this is sort of different because if you think about it, this situation is one of those where those men that were in Cancun, they were killed, they were Mexican, but these guys were from Belize. So these guys got killed execution style on the beach. And like I said, it's on the heels of the black woman that was hit by a stray bullet when the guys pulled up on the jet skis and they started spraying the beach, shooting up the souvenir shop and everything. And the one woman, she got hit in the arm. She survived and so forth. But the other two men that were like vendors out there, and I presume they were rival, gang members, they ended up dying. But for these three men that were killed, that was from Belize. Now we don't know if that was all like three men who ended up getting killed, but we don't know if it was if that's all that ended up dying. Some people were saying that it was more people that were involved in the situation. Um, I heard reports that possibly some of them could be on their way back to Belize trying to escape, any other type of situation that could have occurred with them possibly being killed and so forth. But the only issue is the border to Belize and Mexico is closed. So I guess you're gonna have to find another way to get there, back to their home country. Because I don't know how they got there. But Mexico. When I was doing my research on this, Mexico is like number 19 on the list of countries with high rates of international homicide. Um, that's a lot. Number 19. you know, um, like all these years that I've been traveling and stuff like that, it's kind of funny because I've been to Cancun. I had an issue there in Cancun while I was going to Cuba, and I've been to Tijuana. Now I've always heard Tijuana, was like dangerous. I've just, all these years living out here in Cali, I've always heard that Tijuana was dangerous. Tijuana was dangerous. You shouldn't go there. You shouldn't go there. And then come to find out, I've been there many, 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 many times, many years, and I never had any issues or even seen anything like this type of stuff that people would talk about that goes on in Tijuana, you know. But here it is. Like I always hear stories about, shootings and executions and stuff like that going on in other parts of Mexico. Um, Great country, beautiful beaches, a lot of history there. Very nice place to travel. And every time I talk with guys or women, what I'm saying, and they're talking about going to either Cancun or Tulum, I always hear about Tulum and stuff like that. But I've never been too much interested in going to Tulum. Um, I've always heard good stuff about it. It's just never one of them places that I really want to check out. Like I've always wanted to go to places like Veracruz, Grutas de Tolantongo, and that's in Hidalgo, and spots like Jalisco, Guanajuato, and stuff like that. But Tulum and Cancun, these are like places where you know they're supposed to be the tourist spots. They're like popular tourist spots that a lot of people talk about. And for this to occur in Tulum, it makes me wonder, is Mexico still safe for tourists, and so forth. It's funny because Mexico, being that it's so close by, I know a few people, that are from Mexico that go there and stuff like that. And they travel there, and it's just a trip to me that, well, not, I guess it's not even really a trip, because I mean these type of things can happen. If you think about it, a lot of countries are recovering from the pandemic, and you know that's what I said in my last video when I was talking about the lady that got, she got hit by a stray bullet, the black woman, a couple of weeks in Cancun. It's one of them situations where the economy has been suffering out there, and they're trying to recover. And going to my notes. Wait a minute, I had some notes on this. Oh, here we go. So yeah, the economy is technically trying to recover from this last year. A lot of stuff, a lot of things have been missing. A lot of money. People haven't been traveling there. Now, Mexico was one of the countries that opened up a lot earlier than a lot of other places when we had the initial shutdown and stuff like that. But yet and still, I don't believe that they're back to their numbers where they were before, pre-pandemic, you know what I'm saying, as a lot of countries. So give me a second. I want to show something else. I was able to find out the names of the gentlemen that were killed. Let me see where we at. Let me stop this. Bear with me. Oh, there we go. So this is the name of the gentlemen that were killed in Tulum, Mexico. Christian Folgariat, Ryan Aquino, Vladimir Chable. Um, these are all these are men that are from Corozal, the Corozal town in Belize, and they were killed execution style. Another. I found some other images online that I was you know while I was in my research. But this with these gentlemen right here, a lot of their family members didn't even know that they were in um, Mexico. One of the family members thought that they were in Cayo, and another person thought that their family member was in Placencia, Belizean town. One of them cities in Belize. I don't know. I can't pronounce them that well, but yeah. But yeah, so and that's why it leads me to believe that maybe this was a possible drug deal that might have been wrong, because they were out there, um and they were killed execution style. So normally when stuff like that occurs, that means somebody's trying to make a point, if you know what I mean. It's unfortunate that these gentlemen lost their lives and stuff, but it seems like they were you know, into something. And, like I said, this stuff has been going on. People are suffering. Not a lot of money is being made. So you have to think that if you're out here, you know, invading in people's spaces, or, what I'm saying, people are going to be looking for a come up, So, you got to be careful, man, and some of the things that you get involved in out there. I don't know the particulars, but to me, it kind of seems like this is probably what the event was, and what possibly happened while they were out there in Tulum. I don't know if they were vacationing. I don't know if they were, uh, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows what they were doing out there? The fact is that these guys were out here in Tulum, and they got, killed. And the point that I'm trying to touch on is, how safe right now is it for people to be going to Mexico? I know that the economy is trying to recover, and people are traveling. I've traveled myself earlier this year, but Mexico, I've always heard of I don't know, I guess the attitude that I get is like a lot of the times, they don't really, if you're gonna go over there and you start, I don't know, getting involved in things where you're gonna start taking away money from other people, then I mean, all bets are off. That's kind of the impression that I got from over the years, just hearing about stuff that occurs in Mexico, just the way that they go about it with the kidnappings. I've seen videos online and stuff like that. Like, they're about their life out there. They get down when it comes to sending a message to people that, hey, don't mess around out here. I did find a couple of images on the beach where these guys got killed and so forth. I'm gonna see if I can pull them up, and they're all blurred out, so you won't be able to see anything gruesome and so forth. But we do I do want to show you some of the images that I seen out there on the beach. And this is crazy that it occurred on the beach, you know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't, I mean, from somebody rolling up on jet skis and stuff like that and spraying up the whole beach. And then these guys, they were in like the lawn chair, area, and then they get killed execution style. It's just crazy to me. Here we go. So, two men and a third wounded after assassins opened fire on the beach in a popular Mexican tourist resort, Tulum. Now, the third person, he ended up trying to seek refuge. If you look right here, it says the wounded male attempted to seek refuge from the shooter and was shot in front of a hotel entrance. So he was stabilized, but when he got to the hospital, he ended up dying later on. He ended up dying later on. So this is the area where the assassination or the killing took place. I think this is one of the males right here that's laying that's blurred out on the ground. Look at this place. You wouldn't expect something like this to occur out there, but I mean, anything can happen. That's majestic, very beautiful. you know, it's crazy, man. And I've always heard, this is another image of the male, one of the men laying on the chair. I think some from some other research I was looking at, this guy, this is the Ryan Aquino guy. Um, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but like I said, this was one of the guys that was there that got killed and so forth. And this image right here was kind of interesting that they put this in this Daily Mail article. This was the woman that was shot, a straight bullet from the gentleman in Cancun that rolled up. I ain't gonna say gentleman, but the dudes that rolled up in Cancun on the beach and sprayed the beach and so forth. She was the one that was hit by a straight bullet and so forth. And here's another image of the man. I don't know who this is, but this is one of the guys that was killed out there in Mexico and so forth. So it's just very unfortunate, man, that this occurred to these men and so forth. And it just kind of makes me wonder, you know, is Mexico still safe to travel? At least right now, with all this stuff going on, what I'm saying? The economy's still trying to recover, prices are going up. People are definitely going to be looking for opportunities. So it just makes me wonder. I was talking to a buddy the other day. I think he either went to Cancun or he was planning on going to Cancun. He might have changed his mind, but I don't know if he went or not. But it just it's just crazy that these things are going on out here, and it's you gotta definitely be mindful of these type of events that could occur if you're going to be traveling to Mexico. You know, my advice, if you do, what I'm saying, just do your research. I mean, these things can't be predicted, of course, but um, Mexico for me right now, I think I'm gonna kind of hold back. And it's funny because I had a conversation with a friend the other day, and he was asking me about going to Mexico, and I recommended that he go here. Let me show you right quick. It's called Grutas de Tolantongo. Let me share the screen with you. I was telling him, if if he's gonna go, he might want to take his wife here. It's a nice place to travel to. Um, you know, they got the little spa on the mountainside and stuff like that. Pretty legit. And I was recommending that if he was to go there, what I'm saying, he should take his wife there and so forth. But now I might have to have this conversation with him to tell him maybe he should change his mind, and kind of just hold out. Now this is in Hidalgo. It's not Tulum and it's not Cancun and so forth. But I recommended that he go there. But I think I want to have a conversation with him right now to kind of tell him, hey, you need to slow up and not go right now. Maybe kind of hold out a little bit longer just to see, you know, see if things kind of slow up or mellow down, out there in Mexico. And again, I know this is not occurring all over the country. Many people go to Mexico all the time. Like I said, I go to TJ. Me and my best friends, we go down there and hang out and stuff like that. So um, I know it's what the media puts out there, but this is pretty frequent, man. This is something that just occurred. 2 weeks ago, they put it out there. The shooting, the lady, black lady got shot by a stray bullet, and then, but it was because of drugs. These cats was out there doing drug deals. Maybe they was in the wrong territory, and she was in the line of fire when they had the little shooting and so forth. And then here it is with these gentlemen that are from Belize, that who knows what they were doing out there. But like I said, if they were killed execution style, they probably were, you know, it possibly could have been some type of deal that went wrong and so forth. And then the fact of the matter, knowing that the family did not know that they were out there, they probably, I mean, one of them did say he was going to Tulum for work, for work. And, so then that kind of makes me question, um, you know, it makes me question what was really going on out there. So, anyways, man, I just want to kind of go live for a second, talk about this incident that occurred. Like I said, on the playback, you watch it. If you have any ideas or anything that you would like to hear me talk about, please drop the information down in the comment section, and I'll do the research and I'll end up talking about it later. That's it for this video. Um, Chris Trips, you guys be safe in your travels, and I'll be signing out until the next video. You guys have a good one.